go running down my little town where I grew up, and I won't cuss your city lights. If you ain't ever took a ride around and cruised right through the heart of my town, anything.
What word best describes a firefighter to you?
First thing that comes to my mind would be safety.
Courageous.
The willingness to help someone in desperate need.
Help. Safety.
Extinguisher.
Rescue or safety.
Hero.
Playing with us.
I think of someone brave. And of course, hot calendar guys.
Fire, I guess.
Brave.
Saving people.
Commitment.
Sacrifice. The families of firefighters might relate to this a little bit better. The first word that comes to mind is hungry, because when they're out on a call, a lot of times it's the family's job to take out meals, make sure they're fed, got lots of water.
I think integrity.
Courageous.
People saving lives.
I guarantee that it never will.
Tell me something we don't know about Brent.
That he likes farming.
What do you think made Brent join the fire department?
Because he's caring and likes a challenge.
What do you think your child would have been when he grew up?
A fireman.
Tell me something we don't know about Trevor. What did he love to do growing up?
Love to ski.
What did you think Trevor would be when he grew up?
Truck driver.
What do you think made him join?
I guess he just followed in the old man's footsteps.
What did you think Sheldon would be when he grew up?
Actually, I thought he was going to join the forces.
Tell me one thing we don't know about Sheldon.
That he's got his pilot's license, or he did have it.
What made Sheldon join the fire department?
Well, he was over in Lloyd and he had some friends that were in it, and I think he just went along one night and thoroughly got absorbed into it.
Can you tell me something about Ted that we don't already know?
He lost his part of one finger when a horse caught the rope and pulled the end of his finger off.
What did you think he would be when he was growing up?
Well, a mechanic type thing, because he was always taking apart things and fixing them.
Why do you think he joined the fire department?
Maybe them having the water truck and everything like that, that was stuff that he could help out with.
Tell me something that we don't know about Lane. Lane kept the puff sweet company in business. She had a bowl of puff sweet every night before bed. What did you think Lane would be when he grew up? I thought Lane would be a master builder. Growing up, he was always creating, building, and inventing things. Lane was never scared to try something new. What do you think made Lane join the fire department? Lane loved a challenge, ready to lend a helping hand anytime, day or night.
What do you think made Gordy join the fire department?
When Gordy joined the fire department, it was going through a time of transition. And the members were down and they were getting older and they were getting discouraged because they had a lack of support. And so Gordy saw this as a way to be a responsible member of the community. And it also, he said, it also gave him peace of mind knowing that should there be a fire in the area, that there would be people that would respond to it.
So tell us one thing we don't know about Gordy.
He's a very quiet and easygoing man, but he takes his decisions very seriously. And he'll not do something unless he's had time to weigh the pros and cons. So that's why he takes being a member of the fire department so seriously. Because you're responsible to your community to do things properly. And if you're not willing to make the commitment to get the proper training so that you know what to do in emergency, then you're not the type of person to be on the fire department. And he says that you join the department out of a sense of responsibility, not to get recognition or status, or because you think it makes you a hero. That you're all members are all the same, that one is not any important than the other. And if he feels that you're not taking your responsibilities seriously, or that you've joined for the wrong reason, he's going to question you about it.
So what did Gordy's parents think he would be when he grew up?
His mom knew that she was going to die when he was a little boy. And so she had always told others, and she told him as well, that she was going to train him so that while she was still alive, to be a very caring, gentle, patient, and responsible man. And I think she accomplished her purpose.
Tell me something we don't know about Christy.
She loves skiing and a lot of sports, but unfortunately with the businesses she's got, she doesn't have time to get involved.
When Christy was growing up, what did you think she would be?
I think she tried to get into nursing, and she always talked about hospitals and nursing, and I grew up, my environment, I worked in a hospital for 35 years, and she always was curious about hospital, and when she graduated and she tried to get into nursing, she was about number 35 on the list, so she didn't get in, and I think she still regrets that.
What do you think made Christy join the fire department?
Well, I was a volunteer fireman with the city of North Battleford for 11 years, and she was always interested in that, always asking me questions when I came home, what happened or how did it start. Her grandpa was a firefighter with the city of North Battleford for a number of years, and then, as luck would have it, when she was in about grade 6, during Fire Prevention Week, the school had a contest. It was a provincial contest, actually, saying how do you be safe during a fire, and you had to draw a poster. So she had this poster, and I can't remember what it involved or what it was about, but she won third prize in a provincial contest, and I think that even stayed with her for a long time, and when she got here and had the chance, I think this was something that she wanted to do.
Why do you think Cheryl joined the fire department?
When Wayne was on the fire department, she thought of joining, wanted to join. When I asked her why she didn't join, it was because she didn't want to steal his thunder. But when she took a special course on critical incident debriefing, she called me at our first coffee break and said, "This is what Wayne needed, and this is what I think the fire department needs, is someone to help cope when bad things happen, regardless of the degree of the disaster." And that really motivated her to get interested and to take the step to do it.
What did you think Cheryl would be when she grew up?
I thought she'd be a school teacher because she lived in books from the time she was little, and it never entered her mind that she could be like her grandmother and be a teacher.
Can you tell me something that we don't know about Cheryl?
The depth of her loyalty and devotion to something that she really believes in, maybe. It goes beyond what I would think is normal for most people.
Tell us one thing about Madison that we don't know.
She has a fantastic sense of humor, and she doesn't talk much, so people might not know that.
What do you think made Madison join the fire department?
Madison's always about helping people and helping anything, so I think that made her join. Also, I think she was looking at maybe being a paramedic or something in that line, so I think she wanted to experience some stuff that way.
And what do you think Maddie will be when she grows up?
Not sure it's going to be a paramedic anymore. She is talking lots of things. She's talking doctor, she's talking optometrist, so it's still in the medical field.
What did you think Justice would be when she grew up?
Well, she's only 16, so right now she wants to be a dentist. Whether or not that comes to fruition, I don't know, but I don't care what she does as long as she's happy.
Tell us one thing we don't know about Justice.
One thing most people don't know about her, she's really soft-hearted, and she likes to stick up for underdogs, and a lot of people don't get to see the soft side of her.
What do you think made Justice join the fire department?
I think she just wanted to serve her community and be a part of the whole firefighting adrenaline rush adventure.
Tell me something we don't know about Markel.
Markel's enjoyed fire trucks his whole life. Since he was 6 months old, he's been sitting on a fire truck.
What did you think Markel would be when he was growing up?
He always wanted to be a firefighter, but I didn't think it would happen, but he is going to college now.
What made Markel join the fire department?
I think me being a first responder. He seen how he enjoyed the rush, and he enjoys it.
Why do you think Colin joined the fire department?
I think he saw that they needed help, and he decided he wanted to go and help, and a couple of people that he knew and had encouraged him, or people he was connected to through the school, and so he thought it would be a good way to give back and get involved and get to know some people in the community.
Tell us something we don't know about Colin.
He's a really good cook. I think there's like 3 things he can cook. So he can do stir fry, he can do steak, and he can do craft dinner. Great cook.
What did Colin want to be when he was growing up?
Colin, I think growing up always wanted to work with wood and build things. So carpenter, or he wanted to be a paramedic at one point. So he's kind of combined a lot of those different things in teaching woodworking and then helping out on the fire department as well.
Can you tell me something we don't already know about Jordan?
Jordan has a great sense of humor that is off the wall funny sometimes.
What did you think Jordan was going to be when he grew up?
A grader operator, because that's what he wanted to do.
Why do you think Jordan joined the fire department?
Because his buddies were doing it.
When Brett was little, he was obsessed with the TV show Elf and would tell people Elf was his brother. At one time, I thought Brett would be an RCMP officer or a teacher. Brett comes from a family of community-minded volunteers, and he, being a volunteer firefighter, makes sense.
What did you think Braden would be when he grew up?
I thought Braden would choose agriculture, horticulture, or an outdoor profession.
Tell me something we don't know about Braden.
Braden is actually certified to dive with a buddy to a depth of 60 feet.
What do you think made Braden join the fire department?
I think he was looking as a way to contribute to the community because he was new to the area as an adult, as a young adult, and he wanted to make a contribution.
Tell me something we don't know about Ted.
He's very good at welding and carpentry.
What did you think Ted would grow up to be when he was a child?
Just knew he'd be connected to the farm somehow.
What do you think made Ted join?
Maybe wanting to give back to the community.
What made Tyson join the fire department?
Tyson's dad's been on the fire department for his entire life, so I think he just saw what was involved in being on the fire department with Brent being there, and that's something that interested him.
What did you think Tyson would be when he grew up?
I wasn't sure what Tyson would be when he grew up, but as he got older, I think that he's chosen the right profession. He is currently a paramedic in Swift Current.
One thing we don't know about him.
He's played on a lot of hockey teams in his life, but he's always wore orange socks to make sure he keeps a little tiger in him.
What did you think Michael would be when he grew up?
At first I thought of policeman, I guess, because that's what he started talking about. Then it was pretty much a firefighter.
Why do you think he joined the fire department?
Because he wanted to get out of work on the farm.
Tell us one thing we don't know about Michael.
That he's a neat housekeeper.
Tell me something we won't know about Cody.
He's quite shy.
What did you think Cody was going to be when he grew up?
A firefighter.
Why did Cody join the fire department?
He liked the volunteer part of it, and he likes to help people.
What did you think Jesse would be when he grew up?
I didn't think Jesse would leave my basement.
Tell me something we don't know about Jesse.
He's very OCD.
What do you think made Jesse join the fire department?
Well, I'm not surprised he joined the fire department and that he's in uniform. It suits him, and I think he found where he belonged when he joined the fire department at 16 because it was a camaraderie he was looking for, and they gave him all of that. I saw a huge change in him when he joined the fire department. And
what are you most proud of when it comes to your firefighter?
Lane grew up to be a hard-working, caring, and compassionate man.
I think her involvement in Turtleford, she's loved the place. I think she's tried to make Turtleford a better place to live. She loves it here, and I'm proud of her that she was involved with the chamber and with the fire department and running a couple of businesses here.
Sticking to his guns, I guess. I don't know. He graduated, has a daughter he's proud of, and he spends all his time with her.
Well, I think being the firefighter.
Because he's turned out to be an awesome young man. He takes pride in what he does. He really enjoys his time on the fire department.
But he's become deputy fire chief.
I just like the way he interacts with people and is respectful.
The way he treats people, the way he helps people, definitely.
I'd say I'm most proud of where Tyson is in his life right now. He's chosen what he wants to do, he's very good at it, and that makes me very proud because I know he's happy.
Well, whenever you can get him to talk, he is caring and compassionate and a good listener.
All his accomplishments.
He's so determined. He's faced a lot of obstacles in the last year with his eyeball, and he's come through it very well, and that he's just an all-around good kid.
The fact that he's a very responsible person, that he has a commitment to the community. I'm just proud about everything about him.
I am so very proud of the young woman she's becoming. She's compassionate and kind and caring, and yet underneath she is determined to do well with whatever she does, and I think she will be able to do whatever she thinks she wants to do with her life, and that makes me very proud.
The relationship that Cheryl and Wayne had right from the time he was just little, they did absolutely everything together. They learned to ride motorbikes together when he was 6. They skidooed together. They skied together. She took him to the mountains. They camped. She was like a second mom to him, and that has always made us extremely proud of her, the way she could just relate to someone who was 6 years younger than her.
Just being there and being, present and involved and happy and supportive.
His leadership abilities, and that came from 4-H.
I'm proud of Brett that he embraces his heritage and where he comes from.
I think every mother wants to raise a productive member of society, and when I think of Justice and all the things that she's accomplished through school, being on SRC or getting good grades, she attends 2 different schools, and she's on a very highly competitive ball team. She's on the fire department. She has a job. So when I think of what I'm most proud of, I'm just proud to be her mom.
It's perfect outside, it's like God let me dial up the weather. Got the whole crew here, I ain't seen some of them in forever. It's one of those never forget it, better stop and take it in kind of scenes. Everything's just right, yeah, except for one thing. You should be here, standing with your arm around me here, cutting up, cracking a cold beer, saying cheers, hey y'all, it's sure been a good year. It's one of those moments that's got your name written all over it. And you know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that you didn't have to miss this. You should be